Hi everybody, hello, welcome and welcome back to this April, no, hashtag ABC April 2025. And the girls at Crafty by Tony and Seven Plaza have put together this alphabet for us with suggested prompts on it. And for R, which is where we are today on the 21st of April, they've suggested Rub-Ons, Rolodex, Ribbon, Ruffles and Reinforce. And I'm going to take the first one, Rub-Ons, because as you will see, I've got rather a few. So let's just have a look at what I've got. I've got loads of Letraset, loads. Mr. F got some from a charity shop some while ago. So out of what I've got, I've selected that sheet. Then I have got a whole load of 49 Market, and I'll just quickly go through them. I've got these ones that are the palette, these ones that are leaves, floral and butterflies, etc. More floral, another palette, a blue one with flowers and leaves and splotches and loveliness. This one, butterflies and edge pieces. That looks like it's a piece out of there. Look, some loose pieces here. Then some stamps. I don't know what else is in that pack. Some blue random background splotches. Very nice. Some greeny blue ones. Some real shabby chic looking ones. Aren't they pretty? They are. And then some brighter blue florals. Some brown backgrounds. Blue florals. You can see my problem. I've got rather a lot. When I saw them, I just loved them, and I just bought virtually all that the woman had in her shop. And then that one, which is another blue one. So those are they. Where shall I put them? Over there. And then I've got these giant ones, 12 by 12. And I have been cutting into this one, but I've still got this left, and some butterflies. It's just stunning. I love it so much, I'm probably never ever going to use that one because it's gorgeous. And then I've got this one that's blues and browns. Really nice. This one that's much more floral. I've obviously cut something out of here, but look at the rest of it. How gorgeous is that? That might come in to use today. Might. And then this is the last one, which is it's part of the Curator's Meadow set that 49 Market did. Try up this way, and it's got these grasses and butterflies, a foxy, this beautiful black and white one which I adore. So yeah, let's go and see what we get today. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is make a background. So let's get the little messy mat out. I've already taken a sheet of white thin card, and I've cut it at 4 3/4 by 7 1/4. So I've got two the same. And I've taken some paints, some of the distress paints, which I think we used the other day. We didn't use that one, but I think we used these two, chipped sapphire and weathered wood. And then I've added this one, broken china. I don't know if I'll use it, but I do like it. So let's make some backgrounds. I think I'll start with the weathered wood. And I just want some little dots around the place. Then I'm going to really dilute that, really dilute it down, and get my bone folder, my Teflon bone folder, just whiz that up a bit and dunk it. And I'm not after dibby dabby so much this time. I'm more after a pretty good background. That's nice. That's a nice background. So I'll lay that to there. Then I'll do the other one. and I'm just going to leave that, whatever's left on there, dry these off, and then we'll come back and see if we think it needs any more dibby dabbing. So I'll get my oven rack to dry these on. I'm sorry, but you're going to have to stick with me today while I dry things, because for some reason my pause facility has gone walkabout. Mr. F's had a look, doesn't know where it is. It would be quite a long job to fix it, so I just decided to plough ahead and do this. And sadly you're going to have to watch me dry things, so I'm sorry about that. So if things are taking too long to dry, just get a paper towel and splotch into the areas that are a bit too dark for you or whatever. But generally on this rack it really doesn't take long because the air can circulate. So we had a lovely day yesterday. It was Mr. F's birthday, and I think I mentioned before that pretty close to us is a massive army range where they practice their shooting long distances and tanks and hand grenades and whatever they practice. I don't know, but they practice a lot. And it's generally closed for obvious, really, sorry about that. For obvious reasons. They don't want you getting shot at, and you don't want to be shot at, so you don't go there. But for this sort of 3 weeks, I think it might be now, they're open. And I think that's because they did this last year as well at this time. And I think it's for the lambs, because there's a lot of sheep on those on that land, who of course are having their lambs now. And I think in deference to the farmers, they've shut down all their shooting operations to give the little lammies a bit of a start. It's pretty dry now. There's only little bits of this that are still wet. So you can see we've got the start of a nice background. Quite light, but that's alright, we can add to it. So yeah, we went for quite a long jaunt through the range, and we know that when you come out the other side, there's a shop that sells cake, and it was his birthday, so come on. So we bought a cake, and when we got home, we sliced part of it up and had a very nice coffee and cake. So happy birthday, Mr. F. He's 63. I can't believe it. It's ridiculous. Where do the years go? Right, so what I'm going to do, I think, is just take one of these areas, and I've got some that's quite light. So let's just go into those again. And this is more dibby-dabbying. Yeah, and you get more of that broken background. See how it's building up a little bit. Yeah, I like that better. And this one, it's quite bare at the top. So let's just dibby dab into there. I haven't got much left on my messy sheet now. So short of putting some more paint out, which I'm not going to do. That's about as good as we're going to get with that. Okay, so let's just wipe this messy mat down. There we go. All right, and I'll dry those off. And I'm so used to putting you on pause while I do this, but sorry, you've got to kind of stick with me today. I'm heartened to see how many of you are actually keeping up with this on the group, the Miss Paint a Lot Junk Journal group. It's staggering. Well done, guys, because it's quite a commitment to make a project a day. I'm now finding that I'm tired, and we've still got however many days to go. Quite a few, I think. R-S-T-U-V-W-X-Y-Z. Still got 8 to go. Don't know about Z. Don't know what the heck that's going to be. What have they suggested for Z? They've suggested zine, Z-fold and zipper. Okay. But tomorrow we've got stamping, scraps, specimen cards, sewing and signature. Ooh, that's a rich day, isn't it? Lots on there that we can play with. Right, I think they're pretty dry. They're as dry as they need to be. So now I'm going to come in with, let's use the chipped sapphire. And actually this has got a dobby head on it. So I'm wondering if I could just daub some. Let's just do that, add some water and see what happens. Don't know that I like that too much. Looks alright like that though, doesn't it? Let's persist. So, that's it. You need more water. Yeah, that's quite nice, actually. So I'm kind of doing this diagonally, if you like. Because the weathered wood has been dried and it's paint, it's not going anywhere. I don't like that. It's too... I'm going to have to put some out on my mat, I think. I just want the merest drop. And when you tip it out in a bottle like this, you tend to get... Ah, yes, you see, you get more than the merest drop. But it is what it is. I'm going to add quite a lot of water to this. Stir it up. Spread it out. Just go into that corner. That didn't work very well either. No, that's all right. That is okay. I quite like that. Let's just do this coming up this side. Too much. You can mess around with backgrounds forever, can't you? Frequently I do. Yeah, I like that. That's nice. So let's put some of that onto here. That is a lot, more than I wanted. Let's dab that off a bit. Okay. So I'm just dabbing this into the paint and then dabbing it onto my paper. So I'm getting a little bit there, but not massive amounts. Let's go into this top corner, give that a spritz. Yeah, that's okay. That's fine. I quite like both of those now. And this I'm going to waste, I'm afraid. It's horrible to waste it. But I'm trying to make a video here, guys. Let me dry that then, and then see if we need some of that broken china on it. We may, or then again, we may not. I don't know. We'll see how it turns out. I quite like those. They're quite nice, aren't they? Right. So that's the bit we did first, just with a dabber, which didn't really work. Maybe if I'd had more courage about my convictions it would have worked, but it didn't, for me anyway. Let's dry this off. Oh, that's looking nice. I don't think I actually need any of the broken china. It's kind of introducing another colour family. For all its blue, it is a very different blue. So I'm going to leave that aside, I think, today. Because I know definitely know we've got these colours in our journal. Just when I was selecting the paints, my head was turned by the broken china. There we go. This one's really nice, I like it a lot. That chipped sapphire over the weathered wood, I don't know, and then being dabbed, it's gone more sort of, it's almost got a lilac hue to it actually. And the reason that I'm using paints is I can put the weathered wood on, I can dry it, then I know it's going absolutely nowhere. I can soak the page after that if I want to, the journal card, but I know that the weathered wood is going nowhere. Whereas if I'd added ink, it would have mixed in with the weathered wood and, you know, it would be a very different outcome. Okay, I think they're not bad, they're pretty hot. Right, so let's have a look at, don't think I need that anymore. Let's do them one by one. So I laid out this letter set, and I think I'd quite like some up in that top corner. So let's bring that to there. And I've got one of these little plastic lollipop stick things. End of your tweezers works well, your scissors, whatever. And I'm just going to rub these onto there. Ooh, you don't need to do that. My hand just ran away with itself there. So they don't take long to come off, and you can see when they do, they kind of change colour. So I'm going to put the 3 as well. I'm going to have to put this 5 now because my hand went all wonky. And put some of it down. And I think I'll put this 4. I don't know if all of that's down. And then I'm just going to put a 6 because that's where that is. It's already there on my sheet. And then you just pull them back lightly and make sure there's nothing sticking on the sheet. Not sure that one is all off. There we are. Look at that. Aren't they bold and gorgeous? Yes, they are. Okay, so now I'm going to put some sort of central-ish here. And I'm going to put a 5. So just working around the number with whatever implement you've decided to use. put a 7 and an 8 there. And this doesn't have to be numbers, it could be letters, it could be edging. If, you know, if you've got edgy ones, edgy, ones that make an edge, you know what I mean. So you can really see when it's stuck down, because the black on the plastic just goes grey, so it's easy to spot. I'll do the 7 as well, and then we'll be right into the sort of centre of this card. And just check. Yeah, there we go. That's lovely. I really like that. I do really like that, actually. Right, so now we want some otherness. So let's have a look at what we've got. Again, just briefly. Just going through them. That would have been good if we'd used broken china, but we didn't. That's 2. Not the right colour, neither's that. That is, though. I'll lay that out. They are. Have I got a blue in there? No, there's no blue. What an oversight. Well, I've got yellow, which would probably go. That I'll lay out. That I'll lay out. Nothing there for us. Nothing there for us, so they can go just to one side. Right, let's have a look then. I like these blues better. Let's open this up. I don't think this has ever actually been opened. So let's see what we've got in here. Is that all of them? No. There's more. Right, let's have a look then. So that's just the cover sheet. Oh, lots of blue butterflies. Oh, they're so pretty, aren't they? They're gorgeous. I like these big leaves. Oh, I love those. I like the splotchy bits. And that's just words. So, where's that? Let's leave the butterflies out. And that one, although I'm not sure that we will use it. But we'll leave it out, just on the off chance. Oh my goodness, these cellophane bags, they will be the death of me. They just, things get stuck, don't they? Forget it, I can't do it. Cannot. That's the same one. Okay, so let's have a look at that one, these big ones. Not that one maybe. I'm getting in, as my mother would have said, a right red up. That one, I'm curious about that one. If that would go on there. Let's get it out and have a look. What do we think? I think it probably would. But I might need something else just to break that blueness up. Maybe put some splotchiness around it. Yeah, let's do that. let's put some splotches around it. Okay, so I'm just going to peel that back and put these splotches down the bottom. These ones generally don't take a lot of rubbing, but they don't change colour like the letraset. So when you think you've got it done, just pull it back gently. Yeah, oh look at that. Wow guys, how nice is that? It's lovely. Let's just trim off that excess bit that I've taken off by mistake. Yeah, that's nice. That is nice. I'm thinking about not that one, this one here, and these big ones. What about that one? Well, what about that one then? I think that might be quite nice. Let's give it a go. So I don't want that brown splotchy bit there. I don't want that butterfly, for we have blue butterflies should we need them. I'm going to have to include this butterfly because it's on the grass. What about that there? Or up there? I think that would look nice. Let's give it a go, shall we? Wow. That's splendiferous. Okay, there we go. So now I'm going to answer the question, can you put rub-ons over rub-ons? Because I didn't know the answer. We'll find out now. So that butterfly is definitely going over that number 6. And I don't know what there is here on my desk, but it's like there's an uneven bit. So let's have a look and see what's stuck and what hasn't. The end of that grass hasn't stuck. Nor that one. Oh, it's bringing that 5 up with it. Got to press that down a bit harder. So just gently peel back this release sheet, checking as you go that you've got everything rubbed down nicely. Ends of these grasses I seem to have missed, so just go back over them. Some of these big green dots. So just keep pressing on ahead of where you're pulling it off. And it wants to bring up that letraset as well, so just make sure that that's all in place before you pull it off. So it would appear that you can put rub-ons over rub-ons. You just got to be a bit careful. stunning is that? It's absolutely blooming gorgeous. I love it. I don't even think that needs anything more. I mean, we've got more splotches. We've got leaves, which definitely doesn't need the green foliage and flowers, and we've got the blue butterflies, but maybe a splotch up there, but I think that's all. I think it's looking really quite good. So let's cut a splotch out that we like the look of for up there. Maybe this one here. So you just cut out the area that you want to use. I believe All and Create do these, and I think theirs might be a bit better because you can lay the whole thing down and just go over an area. But I haven't got any of theirs. For obvious reasons, I've got enough. And I just couldn't justify buying any of the All and Create ones. But All and Create do some excellent products, and getting more and more excellent by the day. They keep bringing new stuff out. Okay, so it's got writing on it, so I need to make sure I've got it. It goes that way. I don't think I can get away with those dots at the bottom, but I'll leave them out. It might go somewhere, and that can go there. Oh yes, this is magical. You just build it, and it's not shiny, it doesn't look like a sticker, doesn't act in any way like a sticker. Once it's on there, it's just on there. It looks just like part of the... Ooh. Oh, silly ninny, I forgot to take the release. Oh, I'm sort of a chump am I. Yeah, fully paid up member. That's why it looks better there, because it hasn't got the background on it. What a ninny. What a Charlie. So let's just pick that up, see how much is... This is often the most difficult bit, getting a start with your plastic, that's it. So I'm just going to keep picking it up, and I'm just going ahead of where I'm pulling it, just to make sure everything's off the release paper and onto my card. Oh yeah, look at that. That's fabulous. I love it. I love this. And then I'm going to use this, which has got no writing on it at all, and I can just pop it where I like. Excuse me, but I must remember to take the release paper off, otherwise it'll be going nowhere. Let's have a look at that. So welcome home, Linda. Linda's been away on her travels forever. I think 6 weeks she's been in New Zealand and Australia. And I bet it's really, as much as you love being away, I bet it's lovely to get home. So there we have it. Look at that. And you really can't tell there's anything on there. Just all feels the same. That will be pretty, won't it, in our journal? I think so. So what I'm going to do is mount it on just a piece of cream card. So I'm going to stick it onto there, round the edges and ink around it. And it's going to look fab. And then, well, let's just do that now, and then it's done. because you might want to, it might be necessary to put a weight on it. You know, if you've added quite a lot of water to cards, sometimes it does buckle up a little bit. This paper is really good actually. I think it's Pink Frog Super Smooth. But I'm nearly at an end. I'm going to have to, I'm forced to buy some more. So just line that up in the corner, up that edge. That's moved quite a lot. And just push it back up to where it belongs, which is there. Lovely. And that's quite flat actually. It's quite nice. Here's my brayer. So I'm just going to go over this with my brayer. Make sure it's nice and flat. Then we got, oh, isn't that so pretty? And yes, you could make a background like that and whatever, but it's much easier when you've got splotches that you just rub on and get the splotches exactly where you want them. So there we go. So I'm just going to round the corners and then we'll ink them at the end. Or I might ink it now. Looks quite nice and clean, doesn't it? Just sort of blue and white. But everything else in the journal is inked, so I'm going to ink it. Come on, you little so-and-so. I'm very pleased with that. It's just pretty, even if it has got a caterpillar or whatever it is on it. So let's take our inking dauber which is this old one here, and gathered twigs, and I'm just going to go around it. We'll see what we've got. No, I'm glad I decided to ink it. It just looks loads better. I've decided that after I've made my folio, I'm going to sell it. I'll put it up for sale anyway, see if anybody wants it. And whatever doesn't fit in the folio that we've made to go in it, I will just pop in the bundle with it. So it'll be the folio and quite a bit, I would have thought, of other pieces of ephemera that, you know, if you buy it, you can use it wherever you like. In your own journals, you might not like that, in which case don't buy it. So there we are, there's that one. Isn't that lovely? Really is. I love the big numbers. Love everything about that. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so where's our other piece? Well, I've got that piece and I've also got this one. So I think, because you've watched me just make a blue one, I think I'll use this one. And I just made the background exactly the same way. So for this one, I kind of want these palettey ones, because that is peeled paint and bundled sage, that background, and then it's got a little bit of crackling campfire over it, just a little bit, just to lift it. So I can get away with the crackling campfire with some of these oranges. And I think I will do just that. So I'm just going to cut to there, cut up there. Where am I going with this? Where am I going? It's this bit that I want. Okay. Not concentrating today. I was doing some knitting before and it came out all wrong. It's because I'm not concentrating. Because I was aware that I had to do this video and it was preying on my mind. And I wasn't concentrating on my knitting. So I quite like that there. It's the right sort of colours. So let's put that there. Got to make a start somewhere, so let's do that. I think that'll look nice. So just a bit of patience required just to get these rubbed on. But I like the idea of using the orange with the green. Give a nice contrast. Okay, let's see what we got. That's all stuck. That's all stuck. There we go. That's a very nice start, I think, to our page. I don't know if I want some in this top corner just to, maybe I do. I've got these longer ones here that I really quite like, and I might just use them. Just 3. Just use 3. They are just like Timmy's remnant rubs. Very, very similar to use. Same idea. And I know we all love Timmy's remnant rubs. Right, so I'm going to put that up there in the corner. Like that. And do the necessary. Rub-a-dub-dub. I mean, you could stamp behind these. You know, I'm showing you a very easy way to use these, but there's loads of things you could do with them. Yeah, there we are. Look at that. That's a good start, I would say. Love it. Love it, love it. So I'm finished then with these palette ones. What have we got by way of rusty colours, oranges? Have I got anything here? I've got these, but that's all. Yeah, these loose flowers, but no real orange floral stuff. I mean, it doesn't have to be, that's just what I've got in my head. Ah, there we go. There's orange florally stuff in there. I think that might be it. Yeah. Okay. So let's have a look and see what this one is. I've been in here before, so it's possible I've used all the orangey stuff. But let's hope not. Green looks nice with it, doesn't it? Oh yes, it looks like I've been in at the orangey stuff before. Oh well. I've still got these gorgeous greens though. I'm going to have to put some more letter set on, I think, to bring the centre in a bit, because these are too small really. So let's bring the letter set in. So let's just go above that one, put a 9 there. Yeah, I just want to bring the centre, make it smaller. My hand's got doing its own thing today. Okay, and then maybe a double O. Maybe 007. Ah. So it's just a way of building up the border really. So I can put something much smaller in the centre. And then they'll match anyway. They'll all sort of go together. That 7 looks a bit tired. Looks like part of it's come off, which I'm not. That's all right. I can live with that. And this is the last one I'm going to put up this side. Then I'll have a look on the other side, see if it needs any, which I'm pretty sure it will. Yeah, that looks nice. That's nice, and that's bringing that centre in. Yeah. Are there any splodginess around? Not on this sheet. Any splodginess anywhere? It's either green or orange actually. Blue, palette. Nice leaves there, aren't they? I'll leave that one out, that's a possibility. No, I don't think there are any orange splotches. No. Back to this one, however, where I've got these that are orange. Yeah, let's cut these out. I think there might only be 2 actually that is orange. There's that one. And this little one up here. It's associated splotchiness, which is good. And then there's this little orange splotch here. Any more orange? Yeah, there's a little bit of orange there. Any more orange? Any more orange? Nope. That's it. So they will come in for corners and the likes. But down here I want some numbers. So let's go 135. See what that looks like. If it looks pants, we'll come in and add something else because we can't take it away. It gets really stuck down. 1. 3. Yeah, I'm getting that. And just the 5. I mean, you can use a stencil for this or a stamp or whatever. I'm using these because I've got them and because the prompt says Rub-Ons. I might just put one other number there, like 6 for example. It's better if you use the broad side rather than the tip. Okay, let's see what we got. Yeah, that's nice. That's good. That's very good. Right, happy with that. So let's see what splotchiness we've got. Maybe need to put the centre in before I worry about corners and stuff like that. I have got these leaves and I was wondering if one would look nice up there. Let's get them out and have a look. Not sure what actual colour they are, but I'll soon be able to see. I mean, those are quite nice, aren't they? That's nice. That brownie one's nice. Let's cut that out and see if we can use that. Bit of trial and error going on here, guys. But you know, if you don't play, you don't know, do you? So what about that there? I think that would look really nice. And then one of these ones. That one perhaps. I mean, I like the green on that, that's the thing. But I think that one there, the little hydrangea, I think is the one. Oh, I think they're both hydrangeas actually. Yeah, that one there. Let's suck it and see. That's all we can do. I like that there. I like it. I've committed to it. I've done it. I've committed to the stick. Oh, I think that's off a different thing. Okay, let's have a look and see. Nope, needs a bit more rub-a-dub-dub. I'm going to have to stick that one down now because part of it's stuck. That'll be alright. Yeah, that's come off clean. That's nice. Very nice. Where's my hydrangea? Right, this I'm going to keep the release sheet in case I don't like it. I'm just going to hold it with my tweezers and see what we think. I think it's very, very nice. I don't want it coming off there though. Ah, yikes, I've got some of my leaf. Oh, be careful guys, because it likes to stick to other things. You know what? I'm going to say no, and I'm going to put a butterfly or something there. I don't think that's the right thing for there. But I do have butterflies, so we're all right. I have butterflies and I have flowers. I've got splotchy bits. Let's go with the butterflies. Let's go with this one first. So, where do we think we want this? Right there? Right there. Not like me to be using butterflies, but we have used one or two, you know, in this book, this folio. For me, that's unheard of. So just pull that release paper gently, gently, always pressing down just ahead of where you're going to pull it off, like that. Very nice. Other butterflies? Oh yes, we've got plenty. We've also got that flower and this flower. Let's stick those on first, see what we think. So I can put that on that way, there. This is not as cohesive a design as the other one, but I think it'll look nice. That does look quite nice there, doesn't it? Now, do I want that green on? I don't think I do. I think I'm going to take the stalk, stem, whatever it is, off there, because I don't want that bit of green. That's the thing about rub-ons, you can just shape them how you want them. Let's put that there. Oh, hello, Mr. F.
Hello.
How's it going?
Well, your luncheon's about ready.
Is it?
And how long are you going to be?
Well, not long. I've just got this to finish off, which won't be very long at all.
I shall keep it warm.
Yeah, just 5 minutes, please.
Absolutely.
Thank you. That's very good of you. I didn't know it was that close, to be honest. So where should we?
Always close. Close at hand.
Where should we put this? How about there? Oh, that's nice. That lunch is nearly ready. If I'm truthful with you, if I'm brutally honest, I've already had a piece of Mr. F's cake from yesterday. Yeah, he does know. He didn't have a piece because he's much more sensible than I am. There we are, that looks nice, that splotch. And is this it? Just this splotch? Nothing on there, nothing on there, nothing on there, no. So it's just this splotch to go. I think I'm going to add it there. So we've got a nice, it looks like background. Lovely. So there we are. Another really, really nice journaling card. It's gorgeous. And no, it's not as cohesive as the other one. I will grant you that. But I've still got another blue one to do. And I'm just going to round these corners and ink it up so that you can see what it looks like. In fact, I won't round the corners yet. It's much easier if you do it after you've stuck it to the background. So I'll just ink it up and then you'll see what it's going to look like when it's finished. But yeah, I mean, the possibilities with rub-ons are endless. They go really well onto fabric, should that be what you want to do. I just can't think of anything you couldn't do with them, really. They're fabulous things. And they're quite good fun as well, you know. I like it. So, there we are. That's that one. Obviously needs squished down a bit. But that's nice. What did we do with the blue one? Anybody know? Where's the blue one? Don't know. And oh, here it is. And the one I did earlier, which is this one. So there are my 3 rub-on cards, journaling cards. Pretty nice. I like them. So once again, oh, let's have a look what we've got. We had a look, didn't we, what we've got tomorrow? Sewing and signatures, was that right? Oh, yes. Stamping, scrap, specimen cards, sewing and signature. My goodness, there's so much in that one day. There we go. I have finished. I hope you like them. Oh, I hope you know, even if it's Tim's Remnant Rubs, even, says she. I mean, they're fabulous. Just give rub-ons a go. I really like them. This is just super. Super duper. And it's stuck really well over where the other Letraset one is. You know, it's not coming up or anything. You can't even feel it on there. So, thanks very much for joining me, one and all. I managed to make this last over an hour. I'm sorry about that. It's because I haven't got a pause button. And I'll see you again tomorrow. So take care until then. Thanks now. Bye.